Ladies and gentlemen, day one of the Philadelphia Eagles mandatory minicamp practice is officially in the books, and man, do we have a lot to talk about. News, notes, highlights, observations from everything that has taken place today. Who looked good, who stood out, who maybe didn't. We got you guys covered. Now, before we dive into the video, I do want to start this video off like I always do, and I want to give credit where credit is due, and that is with all the Philadelphia Eagles media members out there who work so hard each and every single day to get these highlights and these news and notes out for us every single practice. So go give them a follow. You're going to see their names at the top of the screen. Go give them a follow. You will not regret it. They post so much and cover this team all year long. So go give them a follow. Without any further ado, let's dive into some news and notes from today's practice. Here was the first time we're getting to see Jihaad Campbell in with this this team with the helmet on, kind of going through these practices. You also see Nakobe Dean out there. He's coming off an injury, and we actually heard not too long ago that Nakobe Dean's nowhere near coming back. He's got a long way to go. Suffered that injury late in the season, but he's going to be a major mentor alongside Zach Bond for a guy like Jihaad Campbell and Jeremiah Trotter and Smile Munden, who are going to get a lot of that work while Nakobe Dean is getting back to full health. So as of right now, I believe Jeremiah Trotter is running a lot with the first team as the Mike linebacker alongside Zach Bond. But Jihaad Campbell, once he gets fully healthy, he's going to be in the mix for a lot of these reps going forward. And again, it's going to be very crucial for these guys to get up and ready very, very quickly. Now, in today's practice, Devonta Smith was insane, and we're going to talk a little bit about him a little later on in this video, but I'll tell you right now, one of the biggest standouts from day one of mandatory minicamp for the Philadelphia Eagles was indeed number 6 here, Devonta Smith. Looks like he's going to have a massive year within this offense under Jalen Hurts and everyone else. Here's some more Jihaad Campbell going through some linebacker drills. Again, he was such a blessing to fall to the Philadelphia Eagles for the Philadelphia Eagles because knowing they needed an inside backer with Nakobe Dean being injured, this was such a big-time steal. He's got the making of a perfect linebacker, man. If he wasn't injured, this guy might have been a top 10 pick, man. I really believe that. He's such a beast, and once again, Howie Roseman and the Philadelphia Eagles get another big draft day steal. All right, here's some more Devonta Smith working on, over-the-head catches, contested catches over a DB. In this case, it's just the coach, but again, working to stay hip to hip and then just out-jump. We're also working on pluckability, right? The ability to go up and go snag that thing out of the air with our hands, not using our body. Obviously, when you've got a high ball like that, you cannot use your body. There's no way. So again, working on pluckability and just being able to catch over defenders. Good rep here by Devonta Smith. Now, here's some more wide receivers going through it. Actually, Deshaun Jackson was at today's practice. That was something I love to see. I believe he's a head coach somewhere, Delaware State or something like that. So he's just trying to pick up some things, how to be a better coach, learning the wide receivers, and it's cool to see him at practice. He's also being a coach of his own, helping these guys get better. Here's Johnny Wilson. I mean, look at this dude. He might be in line for a major step up this year. Johnny Wilson is, because last year played a lot of 12 personnel tight end in red zone packages. Played a lot in the red zone because he's a bigger body type of guy. But this year, you only really have 3 guys that, to me, I trust within this offense, with A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, Jahan Dotson. Then behind them, it's an open book, man. Danny Gray, Anais Smith, Johnny Wilson, Terrace Marshall, who's made some plays today, Avery Williams, who was a former running back, I believe, Elijah Cooks, and then you got the UDFAs as well. So, Johnny Wilson has the ability to take a major step up this season. We'll see what he can do. Here's some more of the wide receivers as well. Terrace Marshall, as well as Anais Smith, who falls there but does still get the grab. Let's watch it one more time here. Looks like Terrace Marshall is wearing number 46. That is gross. It looks like Anais falls there, regains possession or positioning, and then boom, one-handed snag over the air. Good job by him there. I also want to talk a little bit about the DB room. Kelee Ringo looks like he's going to be a day one starter. He's been really good, taking a major jump up so far this offseason with Darius Slay over in Pittsburgh. But things have been getting a lot more interesting with this DB room. So Sidney Brown, Reed Blankenship were your projected starting safeties, but as of right now, we're seeing a lot more Cooper DeJean at safety, which is, I mean, I don't mind it at all. He's a really good tackler. He's really good in terms of reading the quarterback's eyes, and you might give him more of an opportunity to force interceptions at safety than he is in nickel. So I don't mind that addition or movement at all if it does take place. Real quickly, before we get any further into this video, guys, do me a big favor. Hit that like button if you haven't already done so. But most importantly, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. It is free. It doesn't cost anything. And we will be covering this Philadelphia Eagle team throughout the entirety of this year's offseason, every single practice, but it doesn't end there. Also, preseason, regular season, breaking down film from the All-22 coaches film. Make sure you guys join the family, turn on post notifications. That way you guys are notified every time we post a video about the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, with that being said, let's kind of dive back into the video. Now, I'm going to show you this little clip of Devonta Smith and A.J. Brown kind of stretching here, but I do want to tell you a couple of highlights from today's practice. So let's kind of go through it. First of all, during 7-on-7s, Jalen Hurts had 2 touchdown passes. One was down the right sideline to Devonta Smith over Small Monday, who was trailing in 7-on-7s. And then we had another one on a slant catch and run by Terrace Marshall Jr., who seemed to catch Cooper DeJean napping with a crossing pattern in the formation. I believe he was in the nickel there. Now, the first team defense for the Philadelphia Eagles in today's practice was Azeez Ojulari, Moro Ojomo, Jordan Davis, Jalix Hunt, and then Jeremiah Trotter, Small Munden, Quinyon Mitchell. Cooper DeJean was in the nickel in the slot. Kelee Ringo is on the outside. Reed Blankenship, Sidney Brown, and then Mukuba also rotated in for Brown as well. All right, let's finish off by talking a little bit more. Kyle McCord had some really good passes. He was the 4th string quarterback, but did get some third team reps. Had a nice touchdown to Nick Muse from inside the 10. We saw Miles Hinton go into the locker room with a trainer. I'm not sure if he is okay or not. Don't know too much about that situation. Danny Gray has been really explosive with the third team, second team offense consistently. So don't be surprised if he makes this team and ends up being maybe a contributor in this year for this team. So let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button, subscribe, join the family, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Shout out to Deshaun Jackson being at today's practice, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.